Good morning, welcome back to the vlog. I haven't filmed a video for a couple of days. I took a rest day a couple of days ago because I'd done 4 days, 12 hours of riding in 4 days, which is more riding than I did in the previous 4 weeks. So I needed a day off. My body went into shutdown mode. But yeah, we're back today. I did a 3.5 hour ride yesterday. Got a long one planned today. It's another day of sunshine here in Mallorca. So it should be a good day. It's going to be another day today in the mountains. We're heading way down the Tramontinos to a climb or a place called Val de Mossa. I've been coming to Mallorca now riding for probably 5 or 6 years, and it's a climb that I've never done before. So yeah, I wanted to do this today. I think it's only like a 5k climb, but it's just, you know, it's just another climb to add to the list, and it's a change of scenery to the usual Sacalabra, Col de Feminir. It's just a different one to do, you know. But as a consequence, this climb is like 45 miles away. So as a round trip, the ride's going to be close to 100 miles, which in the mountains, there's 3,000 meters of climbing today as well. It's probably going to be close to a 6-hour ride. And we are currently 1 hour in, 5 to go. There it is, the infamous brown sign. What are you saying, mate? How are you feeling?
Not too bad today.
Not too bad.
Yeah.
Feeling fresh for the climbs, yeah?
See how it goes.
Gonna be giving it the big licks today, are we?
Another FTP test coming up.
This is the first climb of the day, which is the Val de Mossa, but that sign's in completely the wrong place. We've already been climbing for 20 minutes. Not the longest climb in the world, and it only peaks out at 500 meters. I think it's just over 3 kilometers, but the tarmac over here is absolutely incredible. And now it's got a nice long descent, I think, down into a town called Dea, and then we're going to Soler, and then up the Pig Mayor, which is the 15k climb. But that was one of 2 climbs today. I'm gonna put the camera back in my pocket because this descent is wet. I know I literally say this every day, but when the descents are wet like they are now, you gotta be so careful. The problem is over here, because it barely rains, there's a lot of oil and dirt build up on the road. So when the roads are wet, they're just lethal. Like in the UK, because it rains every day, it's like the roads are actually pretty clean because the oil and the dirt gets washed off it. But here, that's not the case, so you gotta be so careful. We're just riding along this coast road. I think it's the north coast. Correct me if I'm wrong. It's from Dea down to Port Soler. I've never ridden this road before in my life, but it's incredible. You got the ocean down there with the blue sky, and it's just rolling roads around the face of the mountain. Yeah, today's a good day. Today's a sick day. We found some sick new roads. The weather's sick, and everything's just sick. Ale, 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 ale. Okay, so many minutes later, I'm still coughing. We're at the top of the second climb, the Pig Mayor, which is the main climb of the day. It's the longest climb on the island. It's like 15k right from the bottom to the top. I didn't get any footage on the climb because it ended up being a bit of a, not a race, just a little bit of an effort between me and Elliot. We just pressed on. I pretty much ended up going full gas, and I got to the top, thought I'd done a good time, thought I'd done a decent time, and I think I need to check when I get home on Strava, but I think I did it in about 45 minutes, which is still 2 minutes off my fastest time, which is mid-season, your race weight. You know, just being 4 kilos overweight makes such a huge difference. Like in terms of power, I don't think I was too bad. But yeah, I was way off PB pace. What I didn't tell you was we literally got to the top of the climb there, and I just had to have 20 minutes to myself. The thing that I noticed about being most unfit is when you're fit and you do an effort like that, you do a long climb, you can just get yourself into like a nice tempo, into a nice rhythm. I mean, it's a 45-minute climb, you can't go full gas, you have to pace it, and when you're fit you can get yourself into a nice tempo and you can just hold one pace all the way to the top, and it's not too bad. But every pedal stroke at the minute when I'm going hard of a climb, every single pedal stroke just feels like an effort. Like you're constantly fighting the pedals, you can't get yourself into a rhythm. Yeah, it's grim. Properly grim. So this lake here is called the Blue Lagoon, or the Gorge Blue. And in the summer this thing is completely like bright blue. You're not allowed to swim in it because it's full of, I think, algae and stuff. Now during the winter it looks more green than it is blue. So there's one area where having a little bit of timber is going to help me, and that's downhill. Now the other day I set a personal best on the Col de Feminine descent. Descent I've done probably 50 times, but the other day I went the fastest and I wasn't really pushing it. So today we've got a little bit of a favourable tailwind if it's dry. I want to just push it a little bit on this descent and not be dangerous, not take any stupid risks, but I feel like I can set a pretty good time on this descent. So yeah, let's jump into it. Alright, started to feel it there, those last few kilometers coming into town. So I'm pretty pleased to get that ride done with. It was 151 kilometers and just over 5 hours. So, well, and I think 2,500 or maybe 3,000 meters of climbing. I don't know. Go and check out my Strava. The link to it is in the description. I put all my training there. But yeah, that was a good ride, and I feel like the pace was pretty good. We expected it to take a little bit longer than that, so yeah, I'm happy with that. But whilst I was doing that effort up the climb, I was doing that much pulling and that much twisting on my handlebars. I pulled the bar tape off, so I managed to stick it in behind the gear cable there just to get home. Alright, got home an hour or two ago. It's dark outside now. We pretty much were out the whole entire day. That's probably why the lighting is going to be quite bad, but hey. But I've had some time to look at my Strava. I love a bit of Strava, and I got a real interesting fact about today. So for some reason, the full Pygmayor segment, from the bottom to the top, the 15k segment, didn't record, or it's not on my Strava. It said it's not on my list of segments. So I have no data for the full entire climb, but I've got data from around 10k to go. So I've done the first 4.5k, and it recorded this segment from the 10k mark. Obviously today it turned into a bit of an effort going up that climb, and I did that in a time of 33 minutes and 4 seconds, which is my second best time that I've done it. My best time was was exactly 59 seconds, just under a minute quicker. That was 2 years ago in February. This is the great thing about Strava. You can look back years and see your times with every climb and your power and your data, and you can see how you've changed, and hopefully you can see how you've progressed. So that was February 2 years ago. I was much fitter than I was right now, as is shown from the power data. I was a minute quicker. But the interesting thing here is I'm going to put a couple of overlays on the screen. When I did the effort 2 years ago, and I did it in a time of 32 minutes and 5 seconds, I averaged 312 watts. Today I was a minute and 4 seconds slower, and I almost averaged the same. I actually averaged slightly more watts. I averaged 314 watts, but I was a minute slower, and I am super unfit. So that just goes to show how much like weight has an impact on your time, especially on a 15k or a 10k climb as this one is. So yeah, hopefully I can come back here in a few months time when I've had a few months of training and I feel fit, and then I can give that climb another crack and hopefully better my time of 30 or 32 minutes. But that's the end of today's video. I'm feeling pretty cooked. Got another big one tomorrow, so I'll see you then.